Today we are talking about scientific notation. So let's start with our first example, 300 million meters per second. And we're going to take this number and we're going to put it into scientific notation. So, as you just read on the Versal lesson, you have 4 steps to take a number and to put it into scientific notation. So the first step is to write the number out with the appropriate decimal. So let's go ahead and do this. So we have a 3, get our 2 zeros for the 100, and then 6 more zeros for the million. Then we put our decimal and a 0 behind it. All right. So the next step is to move the decimal until only one number is to the left of the decimal. So I'm going to put this in blue so it stands out. And let's move our decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to put an 8 right here, because that's how many times we moved it. Now, when you are moving your decimal, if you forget how many times you moved it, you can go back and you can go back and count the little bumps that you made. So this is a 1, 2, write that in there, go back and write this one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there we have our 8. Now, you know we can't throw away these zeros, so what we're going to use is known as a base. This one is a base 10. So what he does is he accounts for all those zeros that we just got away with. So how you do this is you take your base and you put the exponent on top of it. So you have this. Now, as a rule, if you move your decimal to the left, like what we just did, your exponent is going to be positive. If you move it to the right, you're going to have a negative exponent. And we're going to see an example of that in a minute. So let's go back, because we didn't write out our number after we made it. So right here, our new number after we moved all those zeros was this, 3.0. So now we're going to combine that with our base 10, and that is 300 million meters per second in scientific notation. So let's try another one. All right, 5,050. So what I want you to do is to pause the video and try this one on your own. All right, let's see what you got. So the first step is to write the number out with the appropriate decimal. And then we're going to move our decimal. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put our 3 over here. Now this one is a little bit different. So what our number was going to be 5.05, because we can't get rid of this 5 right here. We have to account for them. So this is how we do it. So let's go ahead and combine our number with our base 10. All right, so how'd you do? Let's do another one. So this time we're moving our decimal to the right. So what is that going to make our exponent? Correct, it's going to be negative. So we've moved our decimal, so our number is going to be 2.5. We have our base. We moved our decimal once, and we know it's going to be negative. So this time, I just combine all the steps and just talk through them. As you get better at this, you can start merging all those steps. Okay. So here's another one. I want you to try this one on your own first. So go ahead and pause the video. Try it on a sheet of paper. All right, let's try it together. Take our number. I'm going to move the decimals. I'm going to write out our new number, which is going to be 3.6. Our base is 10. How many times did we move the decimal? 3 times. And we moved it to the right, which means it's going to be negative. So this is the correct answer. We have 2 more examples to go through. All right? So now we're taking scientific notation and we're expanding it. We're going to put it back into a regular number form. So go ahead and try this yourself. See how well you're doing. Okay, so what you're going to do for this is you're going to write your number down. And then you're going to move the decimal the opposite way. And you're going to move it however many number of exponent you have. So in this one, you have 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put them back over here. And now you just fill in the gaps. So the correct number for this is 1,500. All right, and the last example. Give me just a second. Yes, so, sorry, I had to check my notes. This is actually supposed to be a -1. So what you're going to do is you're going to write your number out, 0.35, and because this is a negative exponent, we're going to move it to the left. So we're going to take this guy, we're going to put him over here. So what this becomes is 0.335. And you have to put the 0 in front so that it's normal. All right, go ahead and continue on with the rest of your lesson. I hope this helped.